Guess what? Haven't done this in a while, but I was like, bro, let's do this. Tier list. Gravity Falls episodes. Let's go. Let's start from the start and just go to the end. I'll just rank them. I guess I can do them in the order, because why not? First season, first episode, the introduction and stuff. Honestly, I find myself coming back to this episode a lot just because of how carefully it's crafted. The music is great, the chasing is great, the gnomes, semi great, but the jokes are fine. You know, you had Zeus, you had Stan, you get everything. I feel like this is like a solid beat here, right? If there is ever a beat here, it's always this one. The Legend of the Gobblewonker. Brother, I swear, McGucket, bro, he's on another level. He's on another level. I guess the entire chase scene of the monster chasing down them in the boat is like the best thing you can ask for in the episode. It's really funny, bro, bro. I don't actually haven't watched this episode as much. I mean, at some point I think I know literally every episode by heart, like every word and stuff. I don't see myself coming back to this one a lot, but I would say this is another B tier, right? It's just a good episode, even A tier perhaps, just because of the chasing. I think like it's still introductory, like that form of stuff, but I think the chasing is maybe done a little better. So I would say it's somewhere here, but still a bit here, right? Nah, or just bump them. Nah. There aren't that many bad episodes. So I feel like most of them are gonna be like on the high end. This one, bro, A tier, A tier. You can solid jokes, so like great detective work, everything. They introduce the policemen, which are like the two greatest characters in the entire show. It's a good episode. It's just a very solid, like all around episode. The turnaround is fine. The fights are great, and the head that's still alive, bro. Bro, the fourth episode. Alright, not gonna lie, I kind of disliked this episode. Maybe just I don't know, bro. I think it was very clear who Gideon was from the start, so it's like, bro. Uh, I don't know. There were no fights. There were no chases. There weren't really that much mystery. They're just like, Mabel chilling with Gideon, doing stuff. Sit here. The inconvenience, bro. I swear, this is the first one that's like, it was so interesting. It was fun. The jokes were solid. The entire stand with the bro. I I think this is the like one of the greater ones. Honestly, it's like well made, well paced. There's great action, great mystery. There, bro, it's just solid everywhere around, and it actually makes sense. Slight amounts. I wouldn't, maybe not S tier. Maybe somewhere like here, like it at top of the A tier or like the lower S tier. You get the point. Deeper smelliness. Didn't like it that much. Couple of solid jokes here and there, like the joke of how manly one of them was. That was a great joke, but it's like, mm, the Stan and Mabel part was also great. I don't know. I think this is their. I don't think it's as great as those two, so I'll just say it's top of the C tier. Double Dipper, A tier, A tier, easy A tier, bro. This is a great episode. You can't tell me this isn't a great episode, right? The Tyrant, everything else, bro. The Dipper that came out a little scuffed. This is great all around, great episode. But I don't have much to say about it. But it's like you know it's a good episode. It just keep coming. It just keeps like something is great. There is a great message and stuff. So I think it's like, do I like it more than Headhunters? Nah. Internet, bro, 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 bro. S tier. I don't care. He's that president is the best character in the entire show. I don't care what you say. You have your opinions, whatever. Don't care. I think he's the best character. The jokes are the greatest. Second half of the episode is by far on another. Bro, I think this is like, I don't know why. It's just one of my favorites. I like the characters. I like everything. Time traveling pig. Mm, you know what? I think it's a well constructed episode. It has its stuff. It actually sets up a lot of future stuff in the final episode and stuff, right? I like it, but at the same time, I think nothing really stands out that much. It's still a great. I think it's somewhere here. If I was going to put it, there you go. I don't actually like this more than those two, but I think as an episode, this might be slightly better, cause like it sets up stuff, it has some messages, and it also gives us the pick. So I don't know his name in English. I actually didn't watch this in English, so yeah. Fight Fighters. Bottom S tier. No questions asked. So many references and stuff. Love this episode. All around great episode. Nothing too much happening, but I feel like on the side of the goofier episodes, but it's just great. It's just an all around great one. So S tier definitely. The Robbie chase scene, bro. That's just start. That's just start. A little deeper. Kind of didn't like this episode again. Maybe I just don't like Gideon. I don't know, man. But it's like, bro. Uh, how do I say this? Him trying to get to Stan is kind of fun, but at the same time, maybe flying the huge dollar sign. Let me think of this. I feel like the entire thing where the brother sister thing, it's fine. I think there's character growth, but at the same time, I don't think it was that well executed. I think it's still a solid episode. I just don't like it that much. It's not as well constructed as this one. I think this says like there is a fight scene. Stan is being hilarious again. Stuff by stick, bro. Summerween. See, this is another brother sister episode, right? When they set up relationships, but what's different from here and here? It's not that obvious. There is actual thing there going on. There is an actual villain. There is actual things to solve. There is actual candies to collect and stuff. So I feel like as a Gravity Falls episode, this is a more of a Gravity Falls than this one is, honestly. Kind of, and and the monster zoo sitting. Bro, I love this episode. You don't know. Boss Mabel, A tier. A tier, especially for the pie charts for the for the pigment, bro. All around great episode. It's just a goofy episode, Stan doing stuff, and I like it. I don't know what to say. The pig costume, them trying to defeat monsters and figuring out that Stan actually knows his stuff. That people are genuinely dumb. It's better to just fake everything than put actual things, bro. Kind of fun. And her winning on the stand dance, bro, the stand dance, bro. The peak memes were in this one, by the way. I just had the flashback, bro. I'm sorry, yet. And overall, just a great episode. It's better than Headhunters, though. Mm, probably not. It doesn't have any big culmination, but it does have its points. It's a solid 8 here, right? Maybe even here. I like Double Dipper a lot. Yeah. Bottomless Pit. That's just a B tier episode. Some of the stories were kind of fine, but it's like maybe even the top of the C tier. Like it's not a bad episode, it just adds nothing. It's like three small Gravity Falls episodes because they couldn't get more airing. I don't know, man. Why? The deep end. You know what? I didn't actually like this, but I feel like this is so well constructed. An overall great episode. And Mabel deserves the W, so it's like over here, perhaps. I think he carpet. I don't like this one really that much. I I feel like the the final part was kind of great. McGucket trying to eat the pig. Overall, the Zeus parts were definitely great. Yo, I was a pig that entire day. What the hell happened? But still, I don't think it's just that great. Doesn't have that much. Another brother sister thing that's done like Gideon. It's too obvious, a little less well constructed. There's no like big things. So it's like, here, put it here. Maybe. Nah, nah, nah. This one has its great moments. This one has less of them. Just for the songs, bro. I swear, this is an episode on another level. Like the most bottom S tier gets. It's just an all around solid episode, right, bro? The songs, the Mabel chasing boys. Yeah, it's just great, bro. Land Before Swamp. Nah, I didn't like this episode. I feel like they did some drama with Zeus, which was kind of stupid because mispronunciation stuff, and suddenly Zeus fails stuff, even though he never showed anything like that in any other episode. Like, here Zeus is clutch, here Zeus is clutch, here Zeus is clutch, here he is clutch. And then here suddenly Dipper has a problem with Zeus. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's an overall bad episode, honestly. I just don't see it. Sure, there were dinosaurs, but even dinosaurs didn't really do that much. Only one of them showed itself a little bit. McGucket is always great, but it's like it's just not a good episode. Dreamscapers. This is another one of those where like it's trying to solve a problem, but it's doing it so well. I feel like it's somewhere. It's just an overall great episode, brother. Bill Cipher's first episode also. The introduction, Gideon actually doing stuff in this episode instead of just being a loser. I feel like, and the jokes, bro. This is definitely a great episode. The Tyler, the Grass, bro. Top of the A tier, not quite S tier. I don't think I'm. Nah, alright. You know what? I changed my mind. I think it's somewhere here. Maybe even here. Now that I look at this, I think gotta change some of the placements. Like somewhere like this. Maybe put those two down below, like somewhere here. I think this is better. Yeah, I think this is a better placement. Right. Because I enjoyed this. This is a great episode. I feel like this is better than those, honestly. Yeah, alright, I see this. Was this really that bad? No, I think it's somewhere here. I think I enjoyed it more than the carpet. Maybe something like this is better. Something like this. Yeah, this line. And the Gideon rises. Stan coming in clutch at the last moment, the entire huge chasing of the bus. This is a great episode. Great end of the season. I was hyped while watching this. The entire Stan reveal in the end, bro. Bro. Definitely the top right now. It's just the greatest episode of the end of the season. I swear, it sets up the other season greatly. It sets up the character. It defeats Gideon in a way. Like, Stan gets his finally gets a W. I love that. Scarioki, A tier. It's not a like a serious. No, I mean, it does set up some lore moments. Now Dipper knows that Stan knows about the things, but it's like, bro. I mean, wait, Stan reveal was here, I believe. Alright, well, whatever it was, I think it's just a great episode. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. Everything is done great. The brother sister moments again, but at the same time fighting zombies, the agents, bro. Everything in this episode just screams Gravity Falls. If I was to say like, this is just a great episode. It has its quirk, it has its fun stuff. It's the start of the second season. You get reintroduction of the characters, bro. It's just a good season. Into the Bunker. Absolute S tier. Absolute S tier. Shapeshifter, bro. He is so scary, brother. He's genuinely terrifying. The entire bunker aesthetic is perfectly. When the deeper stuff just hits differently, bro. Zeus carries this episode. Mabel's doing slightly less than normal, but at the same time, this this is the episode I think I watched like close to the most. I think it's great. It's there's just nothing wrong. You couldn't point a single thing. It sets up so much mystery. It sets up the lore so much. It introduces so many. This is just a great episode. I don't care. Top of the S tier. Golf Wars, another one of those goofy ones. Definitely enjoy watching it. I would say probably summer here, around those. Maybe even like somewhere like this. There. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's a great episode overall. It's just fun, cool. Golf dudes doing golf stuff there. Pacific Amos is like, bro. It's just a great episode. It's just goofy. The jokes are funny. Definitely some of the golf guys carrying the episode. Mm. Nah, I just don't like. Even though Bill is in it, bro. Just something doesn't hit with this episode. If you know what I mean. Something's off. Just socks just don't do it for me as the entire aesthetic thing they were trying to say everything. Although I would say the end part of the Mabel Bill file was kind of great, but it's like other than that, I can there not great jokes, not that many things. There's some great lore, but maybe somewhere here. But I feel like I don't really like watching this episode that much. Definitely, I think on the lower end of my list. Susan the real bro. The FNAF aesthetic. You can't tell me this is a great episode, bro. The FNAF aesthetic, Zeus carrying the episode, the entire jokes, everything. The Doki Doki girl hunting Zeus. S tier. S tier, bro. One of my favorite ones to come rewatch, bro. It's just you can't tell me anything's wrong. The girl in the episode is great. Zeus is great. Overall, bro, not that much mystery, but it's all action packed. So I feel like it's S tier, bro. Especially with like the grandma in the end. I love that, bro. Grandma jokes in these episodes were on another tier. One of the worst episodes, they did this. It was fine. Like this had its moments, its great moments. This one, none of the stories are really interesting. It's just kind of sucks. No, it's not even things that stand like the pig story doesn't even connect to the actual episode that well. I feel like one of the worst ones, definitely. Even this, there is some enjoyment. There are some great moments. I don't like, definitely not like I can't remember like a great moment from the. I know the entire episode, but don't get me wrong, no great moments, bro. I feel like definitely a weaker episode. Society of the Blind Eye. So much lore, so many reveals. Is it better than this? You know what? Yeah, probably yeah. Because chase scenes are done great. The lore reveals, the everything, the entire mystery part, the action part, the character dialogues and stuff. The this the Zeus's disc, bro. I swear, just great. It's just a great episode. Definitely S tier, bro. There's just nothing wrong with that. It's just the guy. Poopsie doopsie. Blandon's game. Just for the sauce. The games are also fun watching it. I think this is goofier episode, but at the same time it has some serious tones. It gives like the backstory on it actually tries teaching stuff. Yeah, I think this is a great episode, honestly. Do I rewatch it that many times? No, because I think it's a little separated one from another. Like it has a lot going on with it. So But at the same time, everything it does with Zeus in this episode is great. I would like to watch more of the Gladiator Wars, but what can do, right? It definitely has its issues, but considering how great the character part is done, I think this deserves to be here. The Love God, one of the best episodes. Don't care, don't care. The joke aspects, every single joke they make in this episode. Mabel carries this stuff. Stan carries this stuff. Bro, I don't even care. This episode is just a great one. I feel like probably better than Headhunters. Maybe even Summer here. It's just one of the better, funniest episodes, bro. Like this one I put here because of my personal preference, but if I was to go like a funny episode or like more agreed upon, I think it's this one. One of the greater episodes. Again, episode with Mabel just carrying stuff, I swear. S tier, no questions asked. This was the first 16 plus episode because of the blood, but at the same time, bro. It's just a great episode. Pacifica's character is opened so greatly. Deeper solving mystery and the ghost, bro, the ghost. It's so great. You don't even know. Again, just the mystery, the fight scenes, the character development, the messages it tries to convey. It does everything. And it exceeds everything. Mabel also has her own character arc within this already packed, thing. And the final resolution of the Mabel, everything in this episode is just great. You can't find a single stuff that this episode does wrong. It's just one of the best episodes. You can't argue with that. S tier. Again, Gravity Falls, the goofy ones definitely, break apart the more serious ones because this is supposed to be a children's show, but the serious episodes that it does, holy, I remember seeing this. I was so hype. Maybe something like, is it this? I think it's like this. It was so hype, bro. You don't even know. Like as a kid, Stan running away from the fat first time you are not dealing with monsters, you're dealing with actual people. The start of the episode, the end of the episode, everything about it. And the lore drop. Oh my, nah, this is definitely here. The entire episode had me holding tight, had me just clenching that sofa. Bro, I swear. When I first saw this, I was out of the game. And I think one of the best episodes by far. The Tale of the Two Stans is just so great. Everything about it, the problem, the drama, the characters, the developments, the story it tries to tell, everything is just great about this episode. I think it's just like, if you haven't watched any of these, it's stupid to start from this one because you're definitely not going to get the amount of emotion you get after watching this after this. But if you are going in the correct order, this is definitely like hits everything. Maybe because it's set up with a great episode like this. One could argue it's somewhere here, but I believe it's, if we count like how hard it hits with everything, it's top. Dungeons and Dragons. See, this gets a little worse because it was just after those two banger of an episode, but at the same time, Deeper for the first time actually talked to the guy, so But I didn't like the characters that much. There wasn't really much about it. Even though the stands were fighting, it wasn't really a great drama. There were some great jokes, don't get me wrong, but I feel like as an overall episode, although the end fight was kind of great. Is it as good as those? I don't think so. I think it's somewhere here, honestly. It's still a good episode, but like those, it's still a good episode. I feel like it just doesn't shine as much as some of others. It's just not as gimmicky. It's just a great episode. Not Not that many things happening, not that many messages. Stan suddenly wants to be a mayor. Some things were off in this episode by far, but again, Zeus carrying the episode, Tyler carrying the episode. Honestly, just a solid 8 here. Is it maybe somewhere here? I think this is great. The last Mabel Corn. S tier. S tier. As a goofier episode, again, Mabel episodes, just great S tier episodes, brother. You know what, the lore reveals is great, but honestly, the Mabel, the Wendy, they just carry this episode. It's just so fun to watch. It's goofy, but it's goofy in a great way. It deals with the lore, heavier lore that is gonna have in a couple of later episodes so greatly, with the jokes and stuff. And then on the other hand, this definitely the worst episode. Bro, even though I talk bad about those ones and those ones and those ones, I still love them. I think they are still great episodes. This is the only one in the entire 2 seasons I genuinely dislike watching. Everything here just doesn't click. It just does, nothing is great here. Stan going around and doing stuff against these people and then coming back and saying that everything is done to him. The getting stuck in the maze is the only good part about this episode. The jokes aren't that great, the villain isn't that great, the message isn't that great. I feel like this is the bottom of D tier. No mystery, no great action, nothing. I just don't like this episode. Bro, another one of those banger episodes. I just can't stop watching. Maybe here. It's just on the same level as Into the Bunker. It's just bonkers episode, you know. Does so many things right, so much action. The deeper part is, I think, is the greatest action in the entirety of 2 seasons. It doesn't hit quite as hard as this one and this one. I don't get as much joy as watching this one. Isn't as, I mean, there might be an argument about whether this is or this are better, but I feel like they're around the same tier. Just overall, good, you know, great episode. So many things just done great. The end, the build part, the end part, living it down on a sad note, first time. I just love this episode. Overall, great episode. Love watching it. Recommend. Weird Megadon. I think this is just the introduction moment of it. We just start getting into like what's happening or not. Gideon does have one great moment in this episode, which I think is his best one by far. But I feel like it just doesn't do that much stuff as the first episode of the end, so I think it's somewhere here. I mean, this one at least has great stuff introducing the entire every season. This one introduces Weird Mikida as like it does stuff that doesn't really matter after that much. The only interesting part was finding Zeus and like the Gideon part, but everything else in this episode was kind of mid. The conversations and stuff. Not enough jokes as well. Escape from reality, I think is slightly better. It opens up Mabel's problem. It solves the process, which is done way better than this on any other ones. So I think it's just a good episode. Is it the best? Probably not. But at the same time, it does have some great jokes. It does have some great action. Not the most rewatchable one. I think it's somewhere here. Let's put this guy here. There we go. And finally, the boss fight part, the defeating Bill part, the ending, just so emotional, but it's not the best ending episode, alright? But, you know, not everything is done greatly. The end part isn't the best, the how they ended isn't exactly great, but at the same time, the action scenes, the the tears, the brothers coming back. I think if you have watched every single other one, this one's gonna hit. Bill's finally getting defeated. The lore they let after, even after he dies, it's nowhere near hits as hard as the tale of the two brothers. It's not as rewatchable as those two, but I think after this and this is the best series episode. You just, I feel like even though it fails some points, it does it does the show so many W's. It gives it what it deserves, a final, an ending. And even though bringing back Stan's memories is kind of done in a meh way, everything else just shines in the other. I mean, it's like, here, there you go, my comprehensive rating of the tier list. If you don't agree with me, just tell me, brother. I don't mind. We will talk about this. Yeah, if you have any opinions, if you have any idea of like you want to change stuff, you extremely don't agree with something I put like this or this, just tell me. I will change the placings. I think my top like 8 is solid. Those are definitely one of the best episodes. Some arguments can make in the A on the bottom of S tier. Maybe even those two. Those are great episodes. I just don't feel like they're as gimmicky as like those ones. Those are great episodes. I think that those are like mm, let me do the final change. Yeah, no, you know what? I think this is fine. I think it's fine. I'm doing it this way. Tell me your opinions. Have a good day. Have a good day. See you.